we on? Is everything working? Oh, so far, so good. Here we go again. Yes, it is our midweek edition of English Addict, coming to you live from the birthplace of the English language, which just happens to be England. And look, it's a rather nice day outside. I think we might get a little bit of sunshine. I hope the sun is shining where you are as well. I think maybe I spoke too soon. Can we do that again? Is it possible to do that again? Let's try that again, shall we? Welcome everyone, everybody. We are here again. It's English Addict, live from England. Oh. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope you are feeling happy today. I'm feeling okay. I am just busy at the moment, making sure that my beard looks presentable. I didn't realise how much work it takes to look after your beard. Now, I thought growing a beard would allow me to get ready for my live streams much faster because then I don't have to have a shave. However, the thing I didn't realise is if you grow a beard, you then have to look after it. You have to wash it. You have to trim the beard. You have to make sure that it always looks neat and tidy. So that is something I didn't realise when I started sprouting this facial hair. I didn't realise that I would have to look after it every day to make sure that it looks tidy. And as you can see, the grey is starting to appear again. Yes, I am returning to my grey beard. Apparently a lot of people like my grey beard. They say, Mr. Duncan, we love your grey beard. It makes you look distinguished. Oh, I like the sound of that. So here we are then. Yes, it is live English. My name is Duncan. I talk about the English language. I love English so much. You might describe me as an English addict, to be honest. So yes, I suppose you could say that. And I have a feeling that maybe you are also an English addict as well. For those who are wondering, yes, we are now live from England, from the birthplace of the English language. Yes, this is England. It is English Addict. I'm Mr. Duncan. Who are you? Have we met before? Maybe it's your first time here. Maybe you are flicking around the internet and you are wondering what to do with yourself. Well, stick around. You might enjoy it. You never know. You never know until you try. Wow. That actually links up rather nicely to what we are talking about today. In today's live stream, amongst other things, including our mystery idiom, also we will be looking at some strange English words, and we will be looking at Mr. Steve as well. A lot of people asking about Mr. Steve. Sadly, Steve cannot be with us on Wednesday because he has to work. So I thought today, for all those Mr. Steve fans watching out there in YouTube land, I thought I would show some little bits, some little excerpts from Mr. Steve's time here on YouTube with me, including one of Mr. Steve's first ever appearances in my video lessons 13 years ago. I'm not joking. So we will be looking at Mr. Steve and myself 13 years ago, a little bit later on. It's true. For those who are wondering, yes, you can catch me here live. I am with you every Sunday and Wednesday from 2 p.m. UK time. 2 p.m. UK time is when you can catch me on YouTube. So now you should know. Of course, we have made it all the way to the middle of another week, and we are also almost halfway through January. Yes, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. How has your week been so far? I was looking at the news headlines this morning, especially the headlines concerning the weather, because across Europe we are having some tremendously awful, incredibly bad, amazingly abysmal weather. Not so much here. So today it is mild and wet here in England. However, across Europe, for example, Spain and also I think Norway as well, a lot of snow has been falling. I think also Sweden as well, a lot of very heavy snow. Also in Japan as well, they have had a lot of heavy snow over the past couple of days. So can I say hello to you wherever you are in the world? Stay happy, stay warm, and of course you can always snuggle up to me, you see, right here. You can hold your tablet device very close to you, and I will try to send some of my lovely warm, positive vibes. I hope you are receiving them right now. We also have the live chat. Oh, hello, live chat. Nice to see you here again. I hope today that we don't have any technical problems, because last Sunday we did have some problems, but I have made some changes to the resolution and also the streaming quality of the live stream. So I hope you can still see me all right and hear me all right, but I have made some slight changes to the way my live stream is broadcast, but I think you can still hear me and see me. I hope so, anyway. Coming up later, we have a little bit of Mr. Steve. We also have you as well. One of the questions we are asking today, as I mentioned earlier, I did mention the fact that sometimes you have to try something new, maybe something you've never done before. So I think that is actually quite a good question to ask today. What thing have you never done nor tried to do? What thing have you never done or tried to do in your life? Maybe something you've never done. For example, we have some examples here. For example, you have never flown on a plane. Some people haven't. Some people have never been up in an aeroplane. Maybe you have never sung in public. Have you ever performed in public? It can be anything really. Maybe you performed some poetry in public. Maybe you sung a song in public, or perhaps you were acting on the stage like Mr. Steve does sometimes. So have you ever done anything as a public performance? Have you ever done it? If not, would you like to try it perhaps? Another one, maybe you have never seen a certain movie. Maybe there is a film that you've never seen, even though lots of other people have been to see it. but you haven't. One movie I haven't seen is one that came out towards the end of last year called Tenet. Has anyone seen that? Apparently, the reviews for that particular film have been very mixed. Some people like it and some people don't. So I haven't seen that film, even though a lot of people have watched it. I've seen that movie, Tenet, it's called. Have you seen it? Another film that I remember being very popular many years ago, and I believe there is a sequel coming up to that particular movie. Have you ever seen... I can't remember the movie's name. Isn't that awful? I can't remember the movie's name. It's gone out of my brain. How bizarre. Does that ever happen to you? You have absolute brain freeze. I can't remember the name of the movie. I'm sure it'll come back in a moment. I think maybe my beard is sucking all of the energy out of my brain. Avatar, that's it. Have you ever seen Avatar? Now, at the time when Avatar came out, a lot of people were talking about it because it was a very unusual mixture of live action and also CGI. It was all merged together, you see. Avatar. And apparently there is a sequel coming up, I think this year or maybe next year. But have you seen it? So I've never seen it. I've never seen Avatar, the movie. Never seen it, ever. And people are always surprised when I say that. They say, you haven't seen Avatar? Why not? It's brilliant. But I haven't. I've never seen it. Never watched it, ever. So maybe there is something that you've never done, maybe something you've never tried, maybe a certain type of food, perhaps, maybe a certain variety of food that you've never eaten. There are certain things that I would never eat. There are certain things that I've never tried to eat for various reasons, which I won't go into at the moment. So what thing have you never done nor tried? So whatever it is, maybe something you've never done or never tried, maybe something that lots of other people do, but you don't do it. And it could be anything. So maybe travelling to a certain place, you see. We have the live chat here, yes. Can I say hello to, Luis Mendez? You are first on today's live chat. Congratulations, Luis. Well done. Congratulations, Lewis. Yes, you are first on today's live chat. Congratulations to you. Well done. And nice to see you here today. We also have Finny Deya, also Vitas, Olga, Vadim, Risa, Anakobi, also Zoe. Hello, Zoe. Nice to see you here today. Can I say hello to Florina? Florina, who is the niece of Belarusia. So can I say hello to you and congratulations on graduating in your chosen subject of architecture. Very interesting. So Florina, I hope I pronounced your name right. Hello to you, and also Belarusia as well, if you are here watching right now. We also have Fam. Hello, Fam. Nice to see you here today. Ziba is here. Also, Sandra Gonzalez is here as well. Nice to see you here. Apparently, Ziba says we have rainy weather. It is raining at the moment in London. Well, outside at the moment here, it's not been too bad. It is very mild at the moment. Let's have a look outside. So there it is. There is the view at the moment outside. Looking into the distance, you might see the main road. You might see there are a couple of roads in the distance with traffic going along them. So even though at the moment here in England we are in lockdown, there are still lots of people moving around, still lots of people wondering about. So there is the view right now at 18 minutes past 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. Ooh, very nice. So we have some lovely little video clips, some short videos of Mr. Steve and myself, and also Mr. Steve on his own as well. Also later on, what does it mean when we say, when the cat's away, the mice will play? We will be having a look at that a little bit later on. Would you like to see today's mystery idiom? Okay, here it is. So this is today's mystery idiom. All you have to do is say what you see. Whatever you see, just say it. So here it is, today's mystery idiom. Ooh, Mr. Duncan. Very interesting. So you might recognise this as being a well-known phrase in the English language. It is something we use quite often in certain situations. So if you think you know the answer, let me know. I will show it for a few more seconds on the screen. And there it is, gone. It is English Addict for those who love the English language so much. By the way, someone has been naughty. Someone has been a naughty boy. Naughty Bruce Willis. Naughty. Refusing to wear your mask when you were out shopping. Naughty Bruce Willis. I think Bruce Willis should be bent over and he should have his bottom smacked. Spanked very hard. I don't know who's going to do it. Perhaps John Travolta will do it. So, Bruce Willis, a very naughty boy. Go and sit at the back of the class with your hands on your head. Naughty. We have Mr. Steve excerpts. We have some unusual words that exist in the English language. We also have you as well on the live chat. Hello to everyone. Oh, thank you for your greeting, Mr. Duncan. Oh, that's okay. Thank you as well for your greeting as well. Do you watch Netflix movies, Mr. Duncan? Can I just tell you something? It's very strange that you should mention that, because for 6 months I haven't been using Netflix. I actually cancelled my Netflix around 6 months ago. And can I just say, to be honest with you, I don't miss it. I actually don't miss Netflix, even though I used to have it, and occasionally I would watch something on there. But the thing is, I realised after a certain period of time that I wasn't really watching many shows or many programmes on Netflix. So to be honest, I thought perhaps it was a waste of money. So I actually stopped having Netflix around 6 months ago. And to be honest with you, I don't miss it. I really don't. So sometimes I might watch a movie on Amazon sometimes, but to be honest, that is the only streaming service that I use. So I don't really use any other streaming services besides, of course, YouTube. I hope you do as well. Wazil is here. Hello, Wazil. Can you please name me? I think you mean, can you please say my name? I will say your name. No problem. Wazim. Hello to you, and I hope you're having a good day today. I really do. Oh, apparently having a beard is the sign of a man. Oh, nice. Okay then. Well, I will try my best to be manly. I don't always succeed, but I will try my best. But you are right. The one thing I was amazed by is how much work you have to put into your beard. It takes so much care and attention. So I have a feeling maybe next month I might get a little bit bored with my beard and I might shave it off and get rid of it. But I don't know at the moment. Oh, Jose or Jose Marquise or Marquez says, I have never eaten a Jaffa cake. Wow, you are missing something really amazing if you've never eaten a Jaffa cake. Wait there. Oh. I can't believe. So you've never eaten one of these. You've never tried a Jaffa cake, ever. They are absolutely delicious. So if you see some of these in your local supermarket, you can try and get some. Try and have some. Try and buy some, maybe. It's okay. I'm not advertising that product, by the way. There are many different types of Jaffa cake out there. But yes, some people haven't tried certain types of food, especially sweet food. Tomek says, is your mystery idiom, is it Tower of Strength? No, it isn't, but that's a good guess. I like it. S.R. Sudran Moja or Moshe says, I have never heard before such a great teacher as you, Mr. Duncan. Thank you very much. Watching in Serbia. Thank you. And I'm glad that my English lessons have been very useful to you. Thank you very much. Racer says, Bruce Willis has been cancelled. Oh, yes. Bruce Willis, if you haven't heard, he was in his local pharmacy and he wasn't wearing his face mask, you see. He wasn't wearing it and he refused to put one on. Naughty, naughty. Hello, Alessandra, who also has never tried a Jaffa cake. Really? You've never had one? But you can have one. Try one. You never know. You might like them, you see. But don't eat too many. You see, I'm not encouraging you to develop any bad habits. Sandra says, Mr. Duncan, is it snowing today? Not here. We have no snow here today, unfortunately. We have some sunshine in the distance, but no snow, sadly. One of the strange things today is it's very warm. It's about 10 degrees today, so it feels quite mild outside, even though we are still in winter. Mr. Steve is a person who quite often appears on my English addict shows and sometimes in my English lessons as well. Here is Mr. Steve sending his apologies for not being with you on my midweek live stream. But it is not Mr. Steve, it is actually someone else who looks very similar to Mr. Steve, to be honest.
Buenas noches, señorita and señora. I am Carlos Santos. Unfortunately, Mr. Steve cannot be with you this afternoon on Mr. Duncan's live lesson. He has been taken over by the character Carlos Santos from the Caribbean island of San Marino. Hopefully, he will be back to normal in a few days or a week's time, and then he will be able to help out Mr. Duncan in the live lessons. So for now, I bid you all farewell. Adios.
So there he is, Mr. Steve. For those who don't know who Steve is, there he is. Would you like to see Mr. Steve and myself 13 years ago. Okay, here's another one then. This is Mr. Steve and myself during one of my English lessons that we made 13 years ago. We are going to go right back in time to have a look at not only myself but also Steve as well in one of my lessons that I made about body language. However, here you are going to see what happens when things don't go right.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. In today's lesson, we're going to be...
What's going on?
Oh, hello.
This is my lesson. What are you doing?
I was just thought I'd help you a bit.
I don't need any help.
Some of your lessons of the English pronunciation.
No need. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Did you see that? Can you see that? It's video.
Oh, is it on?
Fascinating. Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
Recording. Shall we have a go then? Shall we try?
Try what?
Try the bit.
The
We're
bit
going.
where I come in and pretend to be you.
Yeah, you're going to pretend to be me.
Oh, right.
Can you do that?
Can I borrow your glasses?
No, you can't borrow my glasses. I need them. That's it. Just do a run as if you're doing it.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? Are you happy?
Oh, are you okay? Okay. Try again.
Are you happy? I hope so.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Oh, Mr.
I'm sorry.
Duncan.
Did I hold your hand then? La 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 la.
The famous Mr. Duncan.
I'm not famous.
I've seen your videos. I've seen them. They're wonderful. They help me speak English. Before I know speak English now. Good. My English good.
Okay, it's just being offensive now, isn't it? You know, we've passed the boundary of funny. Now we're into the offensive realm.
I'm getting out of the zone now.
Hurry up.
Hi everyone. This is Mr. Duncan in England.
It's everybody. Hi everybody.
Just dashed it then.
I know, just hit the camera as well. Oh well, don't worry.
Hi what?
Hi everybody.
How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Body language.
That's a fact.
What?
Everyone.
Oh, it doesn't matter, doesn't have to be exact.
I want it to be right. It has to be right or I'll cry. Cry forever.
People just...
Do this across your bare bottom. Can't even afford a clapperboard. And action.
We're going to...
What are you doing?
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
Mr. Duncan.
I'm Mr. Duncan, yes.
Is it you? Is it really you?
It really is me.
I used to have an awful accent, but now I could work anywhere.
Go.
It's just seeing you. It's just so wonderful to see you in the flesh.
Can you believe this guy's trying to be me? I can't believe it. Terrible. Anyway, I have to do my lesson now.
Oh, right, okay. Then I hope you don't mind, me just
Okay,
pretending to be you.
That's okay. Okay, I'll call the hospital. They can take you back. Okay, then. That's okay. You're crazy. There it was, 13 years ago, Mr. Steve and myself. Can you believe it? You see, a lot of people ask Mr. Duncan, when did Mr. Steve first appear on your video lessons or on your live streams? Well, now you know. Now you know exactly when. It was 13 years ago. A year after I started making my YouTube videos. In fact, I was still in China. So when I created my YouTube channel, I was actually still living in China. And yes, you heard me right. This year, 2021, it will be my 15th anniversary. So we have some big celebrations coming up later this year because it is my 15th year on YouTube. Can you believe it? Who knows? I might get a special reward from YouTube. I haven't even got my play button yet. I can't believe it. Oh, by the way, we passed 900,000 subscribers 2 days ago. So now we are slowly making our way towards 1 million subscribers. Will I reach 1 million subscribers before the end of this year? I don't really know, you see, because I'm not a psychic. I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't really know, but I will try my best. We have a little bit more of Mr. Steve coming up later on. We also have the mystery idiom. There it is. What is the mystery idiom? If you think you know what it is, please let me know, and I will let you know what the correct answer is a little bit later on. Ooh, very nice. Thank you, Damien Balbina, who says congratulations. Thank you very much. Racer says, when was Mr. Steve's first appearance on the live stream? That is a very good question. I think the first time Mr. Steve appeared on my live streams was on my birthday in 2016. So that was the first time that Mr. Steve ever appeared on my live stream. So it was on August the 12th. I know that very clearly because it was my birthday. And that was the first time that Mr. Steve ever appeared on my live stream. Of course, I've been doing my live streams since July 2016. So this year will be the 5th anniversary of my live streams as well. Can you believe it? Wow. Yes, Mr. Duncan, you will definitely reach 1 million subscribers. Well, we will have to wait and see. Have you ever heard of this expression? This particular expression relates to doing something when maybe a person with authority or a person who is in charge, when they are actually away. When the cat is away, the mouse will play.
Oh, Mr. Steve, why did you have to go out tonight? I have to do the live stream all by myself. Wait a minute. I'm all by myself. Mr. Steve isn't here. That means I can do whatever I want. I'm Mr. Steve. I own a 9-year-old Mercedes-Benz. I think I own the road. Everyone else is a dangerous driver except for me. Wow, wow, beep, beep.
There is a very interesting expression in English that goes, while the cat is away, the mice will play. This expression means whilst the boss or manager or supervisor is absent, those below them will do whatever they want. They will do whatever they please. That is to say, they will create some mischief whilst the person in charge is absent. While the cat is away, the mice will play. In this case, the cat is Mr. Steve. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, bonjour, mon chéri. It's Mr. Duncan on a Wednesday afternoon. I hope you enjoyed that. So now you know what the expression, when the cat is away, the mice will play. When your boss, perhaps your boss, is having the day off from work. So all of the people at work might do the things that they normally wouldn't do, you see. So you can actually do more because you have more freedom because the boss is not there, you see. When the cat is away, the mice will play. A little bit more of Mr. Steve coming later on, including, do you remember when Mr. Steve used to give us the flash words? Who remembers that? That is going back to maybe the second year of my live streams. But yes, he did. He did. Mr. Steve used to do that. He used to give us phrases and also expressions. We don't do that anymore, though, because now we often have Mr. Steve live, you see. So every Sunday, if you want to see more of Steve, every Sunday you can find Mr. Steve with me on YouTube every Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. That is when he is on. We will be looking at some unusual words in the English language in a few moments. Don't forget the live chat is on as well. We are asking a very unusual question today. What thing have you never done nor tried? Something maybe you haven't done, or maybe something you've never tried to do, perhaps. Thank you, Racer, who says, the only time I ever see snow is in Mr. Duncan's live streams. I find that very interesting. Really, is that true? The only time you ever see me with snow, or the only time you see snow, is on my live stream. Oh, really? Well, look at that. There we go, just for you. There is some lovely snow right now. Okay, I know it's not real snow. Okay, it's gone now. Can I say hello to Vitas? Can I say hello to Yusuf is here as well. Thank you very much for joining me today. Is there something you've never done, something you've never tried, but perhaps something you would like to try? One thing that I've never done, now earlier we saw Mr. Steve doing a little bit of acting. Something I could never do is act on stage. I could never do it. And the reason is because when you act in a play, or maybe if you give a performance on stage in front of lots of people, quite often you will have to remember many words or lines. And I'm not very good at that. I will be honest with you. I'm not very good at remembering lines, remembering what to say. I'm very good when I'm spontaneous and when I have my freedom to do it. But if I have to remember certain lines and certain things that I have to say at a certain moment, then I'm not very good at that. I will be honest with you. I'm not very good at acting with dialogue or lines. However, Steve is very good at it. I remember seeing Steve in a show called Return to the Forbidden Planet. And in that particular show, Mr. Steve had to recite lots and lots of Shakespearean quotes and passages. And he was absolutely brilliant. So Steve is very good at remembering lines and is very good at delivering lines. Unfortunately, I'm not. So that is something I've never done. I've never acted on stage. I've given lectures, I've given lessons in front of hundreds of people. I can do that very easily. But I can't perform on stage with lines that I've had to remember. I can't do that at all. I know I can't, in fact. Larissa says, I have never done parachuting. So when you jump out of a plane and you fall for a while and then suddenly your parachute will open and you will float slowly down towards the ground. I've never done it either. No, I've never been up in a plane parachuting. I've been in an aeroplane many times, but I've never jumped out of an aeroplane with a parachute. Never done that. And guess what? I don't think I ever will. Beata says, I have never been bungee jumping. Do people still do that? See, I don't think that's very popular anymore. Do people still bungee jump? It feels to me as if that was something people did many years ago, but not now. So I suppose now there are other ways of getting your thrills, I suppose. But no, I've never tried bungee jumping either. When you jump from a high point and you are tied to a piece of elastic and you jump down and it looks as if you're going to hit the ground, but at the very last moment you bounce back up, you spring back up. I think so. Arjun says, I have never been in a helicopter. No, me neither. And I know I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. I never will. I don't like helicopters. They always seem very vulnerable. They look very vulnerable when they're going up. Hello to Health Tips. Hello, Health Tips. Do you have any health tips for us today? Maybe a good health tip. Here is my health tip. Would you like to hear it? Okay, my health tip for today is keep calm and wash your hands. Keep calm and wash your hands. That is my health tip for today. I hope it was useful. Vivian McLean says, I have never been abroad. So yes, I suppose some people have never travelled outside their own country. Perhaps you might visit places within your own country, maybe different parts of your own country, but perhaps you've never been abroad. Maybe you've never been over the border into another country. Some people have, some people haven't. Alessandra says, no, I will not do these things. Parachuting, bungee jumping, or nor going up in a hot air balloon. Definitely not. So all of those things I would not do either, to be honest. I would not do them. No. Bungee jumping, parachuting, hot air balloon. I would never go up or come down in any of those things. Belarusia says, I've never been on a roller coaster. I have been on one once. Never again. Never, ever again. I will never do it ever again. Hello, Mustafa. Mustafa is here. Hello to you. Today we are talking about things that you have never done nor tried. Maybe you've never tried a certain type of food, or perhaps you've never seen a certain movie, or maybe a certain television program. Talking of which, I have started watching some old TV shows that I used to watch many years ago. Has anyone ever watched Scrubs? So I've recently started watching this again. Many years ago when this was on TV, I used to watch it all the time and I loved it. I always thought it was a good TV show. Very funny, sometimes very sad as well. But I love this show and I've recently started watching this again because I have some of the episodes on DVD. So I've been reacquainting myself. Reacquaint. If you reacquaint yourself, it means you reintroduce yourself to something. Maybe something you haven't done for a long time. You start doing it again. You become familiar with something that you haven't watched or done for a long time. So recently I've started watching one of my favourite TV shows from around 20 years ago. Yes, I'm not joking. This show was on 20 years ago. I can't believe it. So, does anyone watch Scrubs? Do you like Scrubs? I don't know why, but watching this show kind of relaxed me a little bit about going into hospital. So I think because of this actual TV show, I think actually, to be honest, I feel a lot more relaxed about hospitals. It's strange, isn't it? And whatever happened to Zach Braff? Whatever happened to him? It looked as if he was going to be a huge star and then he vanished without trace. Scrubs. Does anyone out there watch Scrubs, or have you ever watched Scrubs? It's very funny. Another show that I've recently started watching again, because it's being shown on television at the moment, is a show called Malcolm in the Middle. Has anyone ever seen this show? Brilliant programme, very funny, and it involves a family, but not your average family. You might describe this family as dysfunctional. Dysfunctional. And of course you might recognise one of the characters. There is Bryan Cranston, many years before he became Walter White in Breaking Bad. So I've started watching these two shows again because I haven't watched them for a long time. I used to watch them many years ago when they were broadcast on television. But yes, I've been watching some of my old favourite TV programmes, Scrubs and Malcolm in the Middle. Very funny. Hello, Luciano. I have never met a famous person. I've never met you, Mr. Duncan. Thank you very much for that. I would not describe myself as famous. I don't think I'm a famous person. I have met a famous person. This guy. I've actually met Bruce Willis many years ago at a movie premiere. So he was actually one of the stars walking along the red carpet. And I actually said, "Hello, Bruce Willis. Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah." Can you imagine that? He said, "Yeah." Of course, Bruce Willis in the news at the moment for some not good reasons. Mustafa says, I have never watched Scrubs or Malcolm in the Middle. Really, they are brilliant shows, you see, brilliant programmes, and they were on many years ago, so I used to watch them when they were first broadcast, when they first came out. So over the past couple of days I've been watching some old shows, some old TV shows that I haven't watched for a long time. Mustafa says, you are a famous person, Mr. Duncan. I'm not sure about that. I never feel famous, to be honest. I never feel famous. Yusuf says, I like to watch Breaking Bad and also The Blacklist. I've never seen The Blacklist. Okay, then that is one I've not heard of, to be honest. Oh, Marietta also likes Breaking Bad. Well, if you like Breaking Bad, you can also find Walter White in many other TV shows as well. He was in Malcolm in the Middle. He played the father, but also he was in Seinfeld as well. He did appear in Seinfeld about maybe 4 or 5 times, playing Jerry Seinfeld's dentist. Yes. Did you enjoy that information? I hope it was useful to you. How can you not say that you are famous? I am watching you in India, so far from you, but eager to learn from you. Utkarsh. Hello, Utkarsh, watching in India. A big hello to you as well. I hope you are taking care of yourself there. Lots of things happening around the world at the moment. You don't need me to tell you that everything is a little bit strange at the moment. But of course, I will try to send you my positive vibes, my positivity. I will try to transmit it right through my screen. Is that okay? Would you like some now? Okay, I will try. I will build up some of my positive energy and I will try to transmit it to you now. Did you get it? Good. Hello, Marietta. Hello also. Oh, Damien says I would watch Mad Men again. I have never watched Mad Men. Never watched it. Mad Men. I believe the only thing I know about Mad Men is that it's all about the world of advertising. That's all I know. That's it. And I think the name derives from Madison Avenue. Am I right? I'm not sure. I know nothing about Mad Men, but I know it exists, but I've never actually watched it, to be honest. Never. You have lots of fans around the world. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mohammed says, how about saving this live stream? Yes, I have some good news. You can watch this live stream many, many times, maybe once, twice, or 1,000,000 times. It's up to you, really. So this live stream will be saved on my YouTube channel and you can watch it all over again. You can. Zoran says you are an underrated teacher. Thank you very much. I do get a lot of comments, by the way, from people saying, Mr. Duncan, you deserve more subscribers. We don't understand why you don't have lots of subscribers. You don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. It is one of the mysteries of life. Oh, Luciana. Hello, Luciana. I would like to watch ER again with George Clooney. Ah, you see. So George Clooney, many years ago, used to star in a TV show that was set in a hospital called ER, which means emergency room. So yes, George Clooney. The other guy that was in ER is a guy that I was once mistaken for in Malaysia. It's true, I'm not joking. Someone once thought that I was Dr. Green from ER. They actually came up to me and said, I know you. You're Dr. Green. You're in ER. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. I am not Dr. Green from ER. But that did happen a long time ago now. Not now. It didn't happen last week. It happened about 25 years ago. The actor who played Malcolm says that he has amnesia and doesn't remember anything about those years of fame. You are right, Racer, because if I remember right, he had a stroke. Because he used to do, or he still does, car racing. Now, I might be wrong there, but I believe he had an accident and it caused him to have a stroke. And because of his stroke, he can't actually remember being in Malcolm in the Middle. He can't remember all of his time acting on that TV show. I think it's... what's his name? I'm trying to remember his name now. What's his name? It's something Muniz. I'm sure someone will tell me. Hello, Tiago, Mr. Duncan. I really like the way you introduce us to the world of English. That is, in a fun and exciting place, or an exciting way. Well, as I always say, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. I'm so glad you can join me right now on my live stream. Here is Mr. Steve with a flash word. Would you like to see it? This is something I filmed, I think, about 2 years ago. And you might notice that Mr. Steve is not quite ready. Oh my goodness, there's only 10 minutes before today's live stream starts and I still don't have any flash words. Where's Mr. Steve? We have to record the flash words. Where is he? Mr. Steve, where are you? Mr. Steve, Mr. Steve. Oh, he's in the bathroom. Mr. Steve, we need the flash words.
Huh?
Today's flash words.
I'm cleaning my teeth.
But we have to have at least one flash word.
Why don't you just use one from a couple of weeks ago? No one will know.
I think they will notice. Can you just do one?
Oh, all right.
Just one flash word. Here it is.
Sake. What's this? Oh. Shoddy. The word shoddy is both an English adjective and noun that means badly made or done. If something has been made with poor workmanship or without care, then we can say that the thing is shoddy. Those toys might be cheaper than the others, but they look so shoddy. I complained to the shop about their shoddy service. Shoddy can also mean lacking moral principles. You displayed a shoddy attitude in your business practices. If something is badly made or done, or if a person behaves without morals or integrity, then we can say that the thing is shoddy or has been done shoddily. As a noun, the word shoddy means fabric or yarn that is of inferior quality. The origin of shoddy is unknown. Shoddy.
Thank you, Mr. Steve. And I must admit, I think your presentation was a little bit shoddy as well.
Well, I need to clean my teeth because I'm on in about an hour and 10 minutes. So off you go and start the show, Mr. Duncan.
Of course, Mr. Steve will be with us live at 3 o'clock. Don't get excited, he won't be here. Don't get excited, Mr. Steve is not coming. That was an old video of Mr. Steve being caught cleaning his teeth when he should have been helping me produce my live stream. That was about 2 years ago, I think. So there are lots of excerpts and also some small pieces from my English lessons and also my live streams over the years. A lot of people ask, Mr. Duncan, what does Mr. Steve do at the end of the live stream? Where does Mr. Steve go when you finish your live stream? Well, guess what? I also have a video clip of that as well.
Have a lovely week, everyone, and I'll see you next week, Mr. Duncan.
I will see you next week, Mr. Steve.
What can I take with me? I've got to take something with me. Yes. This looks expensive.
Oh, it is.
I'm going to take this with me. It's mine. Bye.
Bye, Mr. Steve.
What a busy hour. Oh, nowhere to sit. Oh, so tired. Oh.
It's time to relax yourself, Mr. Steve. Just lie back and relieve your stress and strain, Mr. Steve. You've had a busy day, so to ease those aches away, relax and take a rest, Mr. Steve. It's time to have a dream, Mr. Steve. After such a busy live stream, so lie back and recline. Everything will be just fine, because you've had a busy day, Mr. Steve. Yes, you've had a busy day. Now it's time to float away. Yes, you've had a busy day, Mr. Steve. Sweet dreams, Mr. Steve.
Oh dear me. We are showing some short excerpts from my many live streams and English lessons today featuring Mr. Steve. I hope you are enjoying them. We are going to look at some unusual English words in a moment. Would you like to see some strange English words? You would? Oh, well, guess what? You are in the right place, because now we are going to look at some unusual English words, some strange English words that are used quite often, in fact. You might think that they're not, but they are. So here are some strange English words. Our first one is mangle. Mangle. To mangle is to twist. You twist something. You turn something whilst holding it. You mangle something. You crush and twist something at the same time. So quite often this is used as a verb. You mangle something. Maybe you crash your car into a wall. You might say that your car has been mangled. Mangled. It means the metal, the body of the car has been crushed and twisted. It has been mangled. My car ran into a wall and the front of my car is now mangled. So the word is mangle. Mangle. A very strange word. Here's another one. Maybe a person who gets angry, they shout and scream and cause a fuss. They have, or they demonstrate, or they show, or they express something forcefully. Oh, a tirade. A tirade. I love that word. So we are looking at some unusual English words. A very unusual word, tirade. Again, this is used quite often when a person loses their temper, or maybe if there is chaos, maybe an argument, maybe an upheaval. Quite often when a person is showing their anger, normally vocally, by shouting and screaming, a tirade. Tirade. I love that word. Here's another one. So some of the words we're looking at today are actually negative words. Oh, here's a good one. And this is a word that can be used in many ways, in fact. Scold. Scold. So one of the things I like about this word is that it contains the word cold. But in fact, the word scold means the opposite, you see. Scold. If you scold yourself, it means you burn yourself. You cause damage to your skin with something that is hot. Maybe you spill some hot water on your skin and then the skin is damaged. You will say that you have scalded your arm. The hot water has damaged your arm. You have been scolded. Scold. It's a great word. Scold can also mean punish as well. So you might punish someone by talking to them in a very angry way. You scold them. No, you shouldn't do that. You must stop doing that. When you go into a shop, you must wear your mask. A person is scolding someone. Maybe you will be scolded. Maybe when Bruce Willis walks into the chemist or pharmacy and he refuses to wear his face mask, perhaps he will be scolded. Maybe a person will be angry at him and they will say, "Come on, Bruce Willis, you are very good in your movies and also in your TV shows, but you still have to wear your face mask." Yes, scold. I like that one. Here's another word. This is an interesting word. It describes the appearance of something. Maybe the colour of something. Maybe something that is pale. Maybe something that has little colour. Or maybe something that is pale and lacks colour. Something that has very little colour. You might talk about a person's pallor, their colour. So maybe if a person looks unwell, maybe their skin is very pale, you might say, "Ooh, your pallor does not look very good. What is wrong with you? Are you feeling okay?" So pallor refers to paleness. Paleness. So when we think of a person who is healthy, we often think of a person who has pink skin, or maybe a person who looks robust, in good health. Maybe a person who not only acts energetic, but looks well and healthy, you see. So you might say that someone is in the pink if they are well, but you might also talk about a person's appearance as well. If they don't look well, you might say, "Oh, I don't like the look of your skin. You look a bit unwell. Are you okay?" You are commenting on a person's pallor, their colour or their paleness. If a person is looking unwell, we will often comment on someone's pallor. Here's another one. Lament. Oh, yes. Lament. If we think about something, we miss something, we wish for something, maybe something we had in the past, but now it has gone, you might lament something. It's a lovely word. Think of something. Something you had, something you wish for, something you hope to have again. You lament. Here's another one. Drivel. I love this word, by the way. This is a word that might describe what Mr. Steve talks when he's talking to me on Sundays. You might say that, "Mr. Steve, you are always talking such drivel." And you're joking, just in case Steve is watching. Drivel, nonsense, something that makes no sense. Maybe you are talking rubbish. You are talking about things that make no sense. Maybe you are saying things that make no sense. They are things that are absurd. It is complete drivel. Drivel. So when we say drivel, we are actually saying something that makes no sense. It is nonsense. It makes no sense. You are talking drivel. Drivel. Luciana says it is very similar to the Portuguese language. In fact, that's probably where it came from, you see. Lamento or lamentar. Oh, yes. Oh, we have a lot of people asking now about the words. Hi, Mr. Duncan. What is the meaning of abnormal? Hello, Evan. Well, that is a word that I'm not looking at the moment, but I will tell you about it. The word abnormal is something that is the opposite of what is seen as acceptable. Abnormal. So something that is common or something that you see often might be described as normal. Something that is unusual or different is abnormal. So yes, it is basically the opposite of normal, you see. Some people say that I'm abnormal. I don't know what they mean. I really don't. Yes, our languages have many words in common. That is true. In fact, you might find that something I've said many times in the past is that the English language does derive many of its words from other people's languages, you see. So we often think of French, we often think of Germanic, we often think of maybe Italian words as well. And of course, if you go right back, you can find Latin and also Greek words as well. So yes, you are right. Another word, I will be with you for about another 10 minutes. Oh, I like this word. Has anyone ever seen this word before? This is a very fancy word. Very fancy. Coquettish. A person who is coquettish. Maybe you describe a person who gives you a certain look. Maybe they are giving you some playful expressions on their face, you see? Oh, hi. Okay, yes. To be playful with your expressions. Normally, if you are trying to attract another person, you might be described as being coquettish. Very nice. You might say that a lady might give you a little look. She's being coquettish. It comes from French. Coquette, of course, is the female form of cock. Did you know that? It's true. I'm not joking. Here's another one. Oh, a fracas. Or fracas. So some people say fracas or some people say fracas. Sounds rude, that, doesn't it? A fracas is a commotion, a fuss, lots of activity that is chaotic is a fracas. There was such a noise coming from next door, from the house next door. I don't know what was happening, but there was a fracas next door. There was a fracas coming from the house next door. It sounded as if they were having a party, or maybe perhaps an argument was taking place. A fracas. Great word. Yes, Lewis, you are right. It does come from the French word coquette, which is the female form of what would be the male cock, you see? How many times can I get away with saying that? I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Oh, here's another one. I like this one. Now, this is a word that I've heard a lot in my life when we talk about maybe a place that we want to go to relax and unwind. Sultry. Maybe a place that is hot. A place that is hot and steamy. Maybe a place that is maybe a hot beach. Maybe a place that you've always wanted to go to. Maybe a sunny place, a hot place. Sultry, hot. Maybe a person. You might describe a person as being sultry. you see. Maybe they are very attractive. You might describe them as hot or sultry. Oh, I like that word. I can safely say that no one has ever described me as sultry. It's never happened. Here's our final strange word for today. Convene. Oh, okay then. So if you gather together, if you meet together, you gather together, maybe you have an organised meeting, a gathering, people join together and they have a discussion. You convene. You have an organised meeting, or you group together. You convene in a certain place. You meet. You agree to convene at a certain time. You join together. You meet. You gather together. Hello, Sachin. Hello to you. Am I late? You are a little bit late. I will be honest with you. Yes. We normally convene at 2 p.m. UK time, you see. So that is when I'm normally on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube normally at 2 p.m. UK time. That is when we normally convene. Nice. For those who don't know, yes, I am on twice a week, Sunday and Wednesday. You can chat to me, or of course you can chat to all of the other English addicts who are joining as well. Sunday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. UK time is when I am with you live. I will be going soon, but of course I will be back on Sunday. And yes, Mr. Steve will be joining us as well. Talking of Mr. Steve, here is our final clip of Mr. Steve. Who remembers when Mr. Steve joined me on my lesson all about abbreviation?
There are two types of abbreviation. First, there is initial abbreviation, where the first letter of each word is used to form the final abbreviation. Each letter is spoken as a separate sound. For example, the abbreviation BBC is formed using the first letters from British Broadcasting Corporation. So, BBC is the result. It is easier to remember and also much easier to say. So here we go with some examples of initial abbreviations. And here to help me, it's Mr. Steve!
Hello, everyone.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
ANC.
Africa National Congress.
BMW.
Bavarian Motor Works.
DND.
Do not disturb.
FYI.
For your information.
GB.
Great Britain.
HRH.
Her Royal Highness.
IOU.
IOU.
KG.
Kilogram.
LOL.
Laugh out loud.
MP.
Member of Parliament.
QED.
Quid est demonstrata, which is Latin for it is proved.
UNM.
Under new management.
And the last one, VIP.
Very important person like Mr. Duncan and Mr. Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Bye-bye. See you again.
And there it was. That was 13 years ago. Can you believe it? Such a long time ago. Mr. Steve hasn't changed at all. I think I have. I look older, but Mr. Steve still looks the same. It's not fair. I will be going in around 5 minutes, just enough time to give you the answer to today's mystery idiom. I showed you a picture and I asked you to identify the mystery idiom. Here it is. So the mystery idiom is, well, it's a hand, but what is it actually doing? It looks like it is grabbing something. Another word we can use for grab is hold. And the thing that is being held is a fort or fortress. Today's mystery idiom is hold the fort. So we might ask someone to hold the fort. The meaning, take responsibility for a situation whilst another person is temporarily absent. You take charge for a short time. You hold the fort. So there it is, an expression that we often use when one person is taking over from another person for a short time. You will hold the fort. And there it was, today's mystery idiom. I hope you enjoyed that. It's almost time to say goodbye. I can't believe it. 1.5 hours are nearly up. I hope you have enjoyed it today. I will be back with you on Sunday, of course. Mr. Steve will be here as well. So yes, we will be back together. Don't forget the time, 2 p.m. UK time. I will put it on the screen one more time so you know. And that is that for now. Oh, we have Blue Thunder. Hello, Blue Thunder. Hello to you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Welcome back. Can you win? Watching in Vietnam. Hello to you. Nice to see you back. Victoria is here as well. Also Racer. And thank you very much to Larissa as well for your company today. I tried to say hello to as many people as possible. Can I say happy birthday? Happy birthday to Blue Thunder. Apparently it's your birthday today, so happy birthday to you. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Zoran. Yes, I will be going in a moment. It is almost time to say goodbye. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I will say good night till it be morrow. Or should I say Sunday, which is when we are back together again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vittorio or Vittoria. Thank you also to Luis Mendez. Thanks a lot. I will give you a few moments to say goodbye to each other. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream, and I really do hope it has been interesting. I really do. Thank you for your company today, and I will see you on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. As I mentioned earlier, you can watch this live stream again and again. Also, don't forget, later there will be captions as well. So sadly, because of the changes that YouTube has made, I can't actually have my live captions anymore. However, there will be captions later on. So you can watch this live stream again, and there will be captions later as well. Thank you very much to Yulia. Hello, Yulia, watching in Ukraine. Hello to you. Thank you very much. You have arrived just in time to say goodbye. Thank you also to Maria, Zudzika, thank you very much. Can I say, stay healthy, stay happy, keep well, keep your distance, and don't forget, don't be Bruce Willis. Try to protect not only yourself, but also everyone around you as well. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, saying thanks for watching. See you on Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. And of course, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Until Sunday. Ta-ta for now.